having a lisp. Lisps are fun, because a lisp is in the word lisp. That's fun. It's really one of the few conditions where when you say you have it, you prove you have it. You know what I mean? Like when you say you have diarrhea, you don't shit your pants immediately. You know, like, I have diarrhea, fuck, why did I say the word? No, I got shit in my pants. I was on a date once. This is totally true. Everything else I'm gonna say tonight is a lie. I was on a date with this girl, Jessica, and I was talking to her with my lisp, and I swear to God, she goes, "What's that accent?" She said that. She's like, "Where are you from?" I was like, "I am from the Looney Tunes. Do you recognize it?" Not many people know that accent. I'm very impressed. I used to watch the Looney Tunes as a little kid, and I thought I talked normally because of it. I swear to God. And then I went to school, and I'm like, why is everyone sounding like a fucking freak? Started bullying kids. I'm like, you're supposed to spit when you say the letter S, you weirdo. Fucking loser. People can be mean about the list, though. I recently posted a video on YouTube. This is true. Someone commented, say it, don't spray it, fatty. Which is hurtful. But here's the thing, I didn't get mad. I'm very zen now. He commented that on YouTube. I just took a breath, calmed down, and flagged him for child pornography. Because that is one of the options on YouTube. Do you know that? You can flag anyone for child pornography. Why would you pick anything else? Why? I flag everyone who's mean to me with child pornography. It's awesome. You're like, you got a big head, bro. I'm like, oh yeah, well the FBI is about to raid you, bitch. How do you feel about that? You hurt my feelings, you go to jail, motherfucker. I hate mean YouTube comments. I have no self-esteem anymore. And I think there should be a rule. What do you think about this? There should be a rule where if you leave a mean YouTube comment, you should have to include at the end of the comment the sad thing in your life making you such a miserable piece of shit. That's a good rule. Because then my feelings wouldn't be hurt if they were just like, fuck you, you're not funny, my stepdad molested me. I'm like, all right, I'm funny, he just got issues, you know? Look at you, you fat, lispy Jewish comic. I'm 12. I'm not sad, I'm just pushing moral boundaries. And I'll flag him for child pornography too, I don't give a shit. I take no prisoners. Everyone's very angry now. That's the country. Everyone's very angry, and everyone's in their own little political bubble, and no one questions their beliefs anymore, which I don't get. Like, I'm a liberal, but I'm not happy about it. It's hard work being a liberal. I think one of the hardest parts about being a liberal is knowing if that, like, a crazy person stabbed me on the street, I'd have to be like, well, you had a hard life. The stab wound hurts, but it doesn't come close to the economic disadvantages you've had to undergo in your life. I'm bleeding out, but it's all white privilege. It's fine. Just throw me to the curb. I'm happy to give back to the community. You have mixed feelings as a liberal. You do. Like, I got mugged 2 years ago in New York, right? And I was so relieved the guy was white. You have no idea. The cops were like, what did he look like? I was all smug. I was like, he was white. I bet you didn't expect that, you racist piece of shit. I bet your head's gonna explode now upon finding out the criminal was white, you racist fuck. And then I got mugged again a year later, and the cops were like, what did he look like? And I was like, it's not important. How can you ask me that? I don't see color. It's tough being a liberal. It's tough knowing that if society collapsed, conservatives are just better prepared in that situation. Doesn't mean they're right, but they are better prepared. Like, if there's a zombie apocalypse, I'm switching sides immediately. And so which side do you want to be on when the fucking zombies come? Do you really want to be with the group that includes everyone? No, you want to be with a group that loves guns and hates outsiders. That's the group. That's the group. Look at him clapping for racism. That's the group. We all know liberals would not survive a zombie apocalypse. They wouldn't. The zombies would come and liberals would be like, we should just let them in, right? They're a marginalized group. We should just let the zombies, I'm sorry, I mean the alive impaired. I'm sorry, I'm not creating a safe space for the zombies. I apologize. They eat people, but we eat cow. Every culture is different. You can't judge. You can't. I hate the extreme left and the extreme right. They can both suck my circumcised dick, honestly. They both suck. Here's how you know they both suck. Take both their views on gun control and imagine them trying to solve another problem in society using that fucked up logic. For instance, shark attacks. The extreme right would be like, the only way we can stop all these shark attacks is by placing more sharks in the ocean. That's the only way. The only thing that can stop a bad shark is a good shark. There is no connection between sharks and shark attacks. I know as I say it out loud, it seems like there is, but there isn't. Trust me. We gotta dump more sharks in the water. And the extreme left would be like, that's ridiculous, okay? Clearly what we have to do is defund the Coast Guard. That's the only way. All lifeguards are bastards. Every single one, seriously. Whether you're liberal or conservative, I think we can all come together and agree on what we have in common, you know, instead of what divides us. For instance, liberals or conservatives, we're all selfish pieces of shit. It's a selfish country. Here's how you know it's a selfish country, all right? When you break the law in America, oftentimes the sentencing is a thing called community service. You know it's a selfish nation when the punishment for crimes here is being a good person. That's the punishment. That's the deterrent. We're like, you better not shoplift, because if you do, you're gonna have no choice but to help other people. Do you want that? And everyone's like, no, just give me the jail time. Seriously? Just give me the jail time. But there's still courage. It's not all cowardice. I was at a hotel recently in San Francisco, and I saw a very brave sign outside the hotel. The sign said, at this hotel, we welcome all races and religions. And I was like, man, that takes a lot of balls. Seriously, to follow a law. That everyone is already following. Over their water fountain, it said, even black people can drink from this water fountain. I was like, this is a pioneering hotel. This hotel does not fuck around. It's just when you say something obvious like that, I feel like it makes everyone uncomfortable. That's my problem. Like, I'm Jewish, right? If I was at a country club and they're like, hey, by the way, all Jews are welcome here, I'd be like, well, now I don't feel welcome. Because when you say something obvious, what happens is it makes you feel like the exact opposite has taken place. That's the effect. And I'll give you another example to prove that. Let's say you're at, like, a Red Lobster, right? And imagine the waiter comes up and he's like, hey, by the way, just to let you know, no one here jerked off in the clam chowder. You'd be like, excuse me? No, I'm just letting you know, no one in the last hour took out their penis and masturbated in the clam chowder. That is what didn't happen. I'm just letting you know. No one did. It says it on the sign, but I just wanted to let you know. No one jacked off in the clam. You'd be like, I didn't think anyone jacked off in the clam chowder until you said that. And now someone definitely jacked off. That is 100% what happened. Someone definitely jacked off, most likely you, in the clam chowder. I am certain of 3 things now. Dash, taxes, and that there's cum in this soup I just ate. But I want to be one of these guys, like, angry about signs. A lot of people are angry about signs now, you know? Like, a lot of people now think if you let transgender women into women's bathrooms, it'll be like a loophole for predators, you know? And you're allowed to think that. But I will say, if you do think that, that does mean you believe there are guys out there going, man, I'd really love to go into a woman's bathroom and abduct and murder someone. But unfortunately, I'm just not allowed in there. So I guess I'm just not gonna murder. Anyway, I want to murder. It's in my soul to murder. I'm a serial killer, but it says no boys allowed. How can I get around that? There's no way. I mean, I'll murder someone, but I'm not about to break bathroom sign rules. I'm not a monster. It's like that time I was chasing a woman in the park with a knife, and I almost got her, and then she got into the bathroom. I was like, fuck! God damn it! You're safe for now! I'm gonna stand out here and wait for a bill to get passed. That's why I don't like Joe Rogan. He's transphobic. I hate Joe Rogan. And I know a lot of you look like dedicated listeners up front, but I hate Joe Rogan. I think he's a danger to society. I do. I really do. He's always spreading misinformation. I hate him. The only way I would even remotely consider being on his podcast is if he asked me. Other than that, it ain't fucking happening. I'm sorry. For me to abandon my morals, either him or someone on his staff would have to respond to my many emails begging to get on. Otherwise, he can go fuck himself. But everyone gets offended now. A lot of people get offended, but it's always a double standard. Like, for instance, a lot of young woke people like to get offended by cultural appropriation, which I get. It's very hurtful. But I notice no young woke people ever get offended by what I consider one of the worst forms of cultural appropriation, which is hot people using body positivity. Now, there's some hot people in here, and this is a fucking intervention. Listen to me carefully, okay? Body positivity is not for you. It's to uplift people like me with shitty bodies. It's not to make you feel better about your already hot body. That's insane. But all of Instagram now is just hot people being proud of their body, which isn't brave. You're fucking hot. It's brave if I'm proud of my body. And I know that because I recently posted a video of me going down a water slide without a shirt, and 12 people messaged me to say I was being very brave. But it's insane. Every single picture on Instagram, every single one is like the hottest woman ever on a beach, just incredible body, couldn't be hotter, and then some bullshit caption like, I am no longer ashamed of this mole on my knee. Hashtag body positivity. And all the comments are like, you're a hero! You're so brave! Move over Rosa Parks, seriously! Not since the D-Day invasion have I seen such courage as you showing this mole on an otherwise perfect, hot body! Not since the 9/11 first responders bravely entered those towers have I seen such unmitigated heroism as you showing this mole that you need a fucking microscope to see in a picture where the focus is clearly on your tits. Oscar Schindler could have saved twice as many Jews. It would not come close to the level of valor you've displayed by showing this mole that's not even in the picture. A picture that you know everyone is jacking off to right now. And here's the other problem with hot women. They don't want to fuck me. To be honest, that's my main problem, really. My main issue. They're like, I don't want to fuck you. I'm like, that's rude. No, I fucked some really hot women in my time. They've all had borderline personality disorder. That's my loophole. That's my way in. Every time a hot woman's into me, I'm like, she's definitely been committed a couple times. Hot people. I mean, they have problems too, I guess. I hate hot guys, man. The worst is when hot guys give advice on getting laid. It's like, shut the fuck up. A hot guy giving advice on getting laid is like someone who only plays bumper bowling teaching someone else how to bowl. Not that hard, man. You're overthinking it, buddy. You just take the ball, throw it, and it hits all the pins no matter what. It's really easy. It's so simple. I have a complicated relationship with women. A lot of it really is based on lies, because I used to live at home till I was 31 years old. Yeah, I'm 29. I have 2 years left. I used to live at home, and whenever they go on vacation, I'd bring women back to I was gonna say my place, back to their place. But I wouldn't tell them it was their place, because I don't want to look like a fucking loser. So I told them it was my place, which brought up a problem, which is that my bedroom at my parents' place is in the basement. And it turns out it's very hard to make women feel comfortable. When you're like, all right, this is my home. The house I own. Now let's adjourn to my living quarters underneath the earth. That's right, I live in the basement of my own home. What? No, I'm not Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. So instead of that, I don't want to look like a weirdo, so I take them into my parents' bedroom and have them think it was my bedroom. But it actually backfired, because now it's actually even creepier. Because now they didn't think I had a bedroom in the basement, but they did think I had, over my bed, a giant portrait of my mother on her wedding day. Just looking down at all the women I fucked. Like I'm gonna be like, is this one good enough for you, mommy? Does she live up to your standards, mommy? Watch, mommy, is she good enough for you? What? I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to mommy! Mommy! Even Freud would be like, that's a little on the nose. A little on the nose. My mom's great. My mom has butchered every movie title that's ever come out of her mouth. And usually it's hilarious. Recently, it was bad. She had just seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. Remember that movie? Great movie about an Asian family, you know, multi-dimensional or whatever the fuck. Great movie. And I'm on the phone with her. I don't have a joke for this. This is just an actual exchange. I'm on the phone with her. I swear to God, she's like, I'm halfway through that movie that won the Oscar last year. And so far, I hate Asians everywhere all the time. I cannot stand all these Asians all over the place. I couldn't correct her. I couldn't do it. Because life is hard. And one of the few things that gives me joy is knowing that she could be at a party right now. This very second, and she could hear people talking about movies on the other side of the room and just yell out, have you all seen all these Asians everywhere? Not a fan. Not a fan. I have 3 siblings. They all have kids. Kids are the best. I love little kids. My favorite thing about little kids, you ever talk to a little kid and they get so excited, they get stuck on a line like a record skipping, and they think you don't notice? It's adorable. I was talking to my nephew. He was like, I was Bobby, and we were on the playground, and then we, 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 and then we went on the monkey bars. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Did you just have a stroke and think I wouldn't notice? I was about to hit you to keep you moving. But I didn't, because hitting kids is frowned upon. Little kids are hilarious. Every time a little kid says a sentence, the first half always sounds like an adult, and then the second half sounds like a toddler. Every sentence is like, well, you know, actually, I just pooped my pants. Shit, I thought we were about to have a serious conversation for a second. I have one nephew, he's 7, and he's an asshole. But he's very mean, but it's funny too. So like as a comedian, it's like bittersweet, my reaction. Like I was talking to him recently, I asked if he could name all his uncles and aunts, because I don't know how to talk to kids. I talk to kids like I'm testing someone for Alzheimer's. What's your parents' name? Do you know your birthday? So I'm talking to him, and I go, can you name all your uncles and aunts? And I swear to God, he looks at me and he goes, they already have names, idiot. So I told him there was no God. And then I flagged him for child pornography.